What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Michael Hunter versus Mike Wilson, and this was a 10-rounder in the heavyweight division, and this fight was Tuesday, August 3rd, from the Madison Square Garden Theater in Manhattan, New York, and this fight was broadcasted on Fight TV, and in this fight, Michael Hunter got a 4th-round knockout victory over Mike Wilson, and this was a great victory for Michael Hunter considering that Mike Wilson has never been stopped in his career. And I mean, this was a fairly tough fight for Michael Hunter. As the rounds were going on, I was like, I was questioning how Michael Hunter would do against guys like Hrgovic, even Joshua, Wilder, Fury, all the top guys in the heavyweight division, and even Dillian White. But then he got that knockout right as I was just thinking about how he's doing in this fight, because the first round was very, very competitive in my opinion, but I mean, I obviously had Michael Hunter winning every single round, but the rounds weren't as wide as I thought they would be. I thought that Hunter would possibly stop Mike Wilson later on in the fight and win most of the rounds very, very clear, but the first couple rounds, like the first two, I mean, they were fairly close. The second round was a little bit more wider than the first, but that first round looked very, very shaky for Hunter, but he still won that round. But still, he got the knockout victory, and it was a brutal knockout, might I say. He landed a beautiful overhand right to the chin of Mike Wilson, sent him down like a ton of bricks. He got up, but the referee, Ricky Gonzalez, stopped the fight. Mike Wilson, he had a brutal cut on his lip, I believe also one on his eye and his cheek, and he was just not in fighting condition anymore. And he looked pretty tired in that 4th round as well, because Mike Wilson was fighting his heart out. He was really, really trying in there. I mean, props to him. He's 38 years old, hasn't fought in a couple years, and he fought one of the top guys at heavyweight, arguably, in Michael Hunter. Hunter got a good win, as I said before. Mike Wilson has never been stopped, but I really wonder what is next for Michael Hunter. Many might say a Hrgovic fight, many might say a White fight, something like that, but I just can't see that happening. I really think he's going to fight like someone like Daniel Dubois, because I believe this was for like a WBA Continental Americas belt, so he'll get higher rank in the WBA. I mean, might we see him fight Charles Martin, Andy Ruiz, someone like that? Because those are some guys that are high ranked in the WBA, maybe even Luis Ortiz for a number 1 spot, or I shouldn't say number 1 spot, a number 2 spot, considering that Daniel Dubois is the number 1 contender holding that interim title. But after Dubois does inevitably get past Joe Cusimano, I could definitely see Hunter fighting Dubois, but that would be a very, very risky fight for both, and that would be for Dubois' interim WBA belt. But what is next for Mike Wilson? I just don't really know. I mean, it's either retirement or just fighting some low-level fighters that he's really used to, besides obviously fighting Denis Lebedev, which is his other loss. I either see him, as I said before, fighting unknown opponents on very, very low-level shows, or he's going to fight, obviously, or I shouldn't say fight, he's either going to retire. But he's 38 years old. He had 2 good fights in him. That was the Lebedev fight and this fight. He fought his heart out, as I mentioned before, but he inevitably got stopped by that brutal right hand of Michael Hunter. So, as I said before, I think he's going to retire or fight some unknown opponents. So, overall, Michael Hunter defeats Mike Wilson by knockout in the 4th round to get his 20th victory and to possibly fight for an eliminator or an interim title next. And that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.